Yes, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, whatever time it is you're viewing the show. I am your host, Elbro Era Diast, to some of motherfucking who? My beautiful goddess, Sophia, I grow. Let us up our glow. And off we go. Okay, so before I get started here, I posted a video this morning and I left it on there for a while, but I did watch it again and I removed it because, yeah, I am here to educate my relatives that rejected me on what conditional love is. And anyways, I drew a blank spot at the one spot and I spit out a bunch of swear words. And one thing my parents did teach me is to be respectful. And it is vulgarly ignorant people that speak like that in their everyday vocabulary, and usually because they are short on more knowledgeable words. And I'm speaking from past experience, eh? So I removed it because I'm like, right? So I did it out of respect for future people that could have possibly viewed that. I'm like, whoa, my virgin ears. Ouch. Oh, I'm burning. So I'm getting out of my ego again and moving along, but I did want to, I'm going to mention this again. In that previous video, I was using a past experiences for examples of what went on, right? And I said my papa's wife, and really I should have said my papa's sister, right? That was the thief that surrounded herself with dying old people and collected the inheritance, ironically, and shut her up whenever she talked about the past history, because what was going on was, I believe Vader was purposely hoarding ancestral knowledge to maintain more power over certain individuals, and maybe that is why everybody always shut up around him and didn't speak up when he was being a meanie, right? So again, there's no judgment, right? Because the shit rolled downhill, and unfortunately you built too many blocks and forgot what diarrhea tasted like, right? So I didn't want to dump that on my kids, right? So I took that step to expose everything, so they didn't have to wonder why, right? They know dad loves them. They know what dad was going through. They know why dad wasn't there for them. Does it heal the wound? No, obviously not. I haven't seen my middle girl in 5 years, and my two other kids in 2 years now. I don't know if that's to do with I would really hope a parent wouldn't do that to their children, use them for revenge against another parent when that would be what we're breaking also. So my children won't pass that on, because they know what it feels like on both sides, right? That makes you want to cry, because it is sad. It's really sad, and it's unfortunate that you guys wanted to make me feel as shitty as I made yous feel. But here's the kicker, guys. I didn't purposely set out to do that, and you guys all did. So that's what you get to live with, and we'll move on from there, right? I don't hold it against you, because it is hurt people to hurt people. Hopefully you guys can heal and get past this. And like I said, I don't expect to see yous, but if you did get big enough balls to come up and knock that door, right, I would open it. But that's up to the divine if you get there or not, right? So it is what it is. But I wrote some stuff down, because I'm really trying to put this whole energy into a basic fucking sentence that a moron could like grasp, right? Because we're here for everybody, and everybody has a role. So appreciating the morons, because they're good for a laugh, right? I've played it. It's fun. Okay, so I'm gonna put those wild things back on. Okay, so I want you guys to picture are to put yourself back into your, I gotta say, high school years, right? And probably most of us, unless you're a liar, have tried weed and possibly mushrooms, right? Now, here's the thing. I've found on my past experiences, obviously when you first start smoking marijuana, it's quite a bit more trippier, right? And the mushrooms, depending on who you surround yourself when you're doing them, what your mood was coming in before doing them is really gonna affect that trip, right? So it's very, very important to do something like that when you're in a positive mindset, because if not, you're going to have what you're feeling inside really playing out, right? And a lot of people know what that was like, and I have had it too, and well, it's trippy, right? It's fucking trippy. So, yeah. So, what was your mood, your energy beforehand? Where were you with anyone? What type of energy do they operate in, right? Because that all shapes the experience. I have already said that. Blah blah blah. So we know what they do to us when we're on them, and that has to do everything and only to do with the energy you're carrying into it and what you're playing out during it, right? So why in your normal everyday life do you not think that same rule would apply, right? So here's where we get down, like everything we do affects our experience. So what type of people are you surrounding yourself with? Are you participating in that negative gossip? There's a difference between talking about shop talk, what went on in your day, and gossip, where you're doing it to put them down and elevate yourself off their misery. Blah blah. We know what it is, right? Well, what type of music are you listening to during the day? What types of food are you fueling your ship? What beverages are you fueling your ship? Are you getting your 2 liters of water, or are you getting your 2 liters of coffee with 2 liters of beer with a sip of water before you go to bed? Is there like full of process from your whole drive-through day that we have been pushed to on this matrix to actually toxify us, because it's such a fast-paced environment, right? So I don't know what your daily sodium level is, blah blah. I'm getting way off track, but if you're all processed, you're all salt, you're dehydrated, so you need 4 liters, etc., right? What type of TV programming are you watching? Because this is really important, kids. Are you watching crime shows, horror movies, like just really disturbing negative events, the news? Are you watching what went on in the world today before bed? Because when you fall down to sleep, your last images are playing still on the movie reel, right? So now you're sleeping and you're still living out this bullshit in your dream time, right? and what's your dream time do? Your dream time is actually shaping your wake time, your supposed wake time, right? So it is really important to protect the bubble around us, right? Because every other bubble that is bumping into us, that energy is touching, right? Like we go to the tree. We are all an extension of that tree, right? Tree grows up that way, and you look down, and it's rooted down the other way, right? And all those other trees are as well, right? So now there's energy in the branches flying around up here, and then flip me upside down, and I'm underneath the ground like this, right? And I'm all branching out, and so are the other ones, right? And I guarantee we're all touching, right? So we are affecting all of each other's energies, right? And I use the rock. I'm like, oh, the rock's been here since, well, it is. We're the rock, right? Like, we are every fucking thing. Everything. 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 Our thought affects everything. So that person you absolutely fucking hate, that you're wishing all that shit on, you're wishing it upon yourself because we're a projection of what we need to improve, and until we improve it, we keep repeating this grade. Same shit. Cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle, until one day, hopefully, that boom, you get it. You get to move up to the next level on Donkey Kong, where you get different players, right? So only take what resonates and disregard the rest, but that's just what I found in my belief system, right? So that's taught from other people that have followed the same trail, right? And well, they were pretty successful on it. And this is where people, I'm not any label. Anybody saying, well, you're not this, this, and this. Well, I never said I was. You guys are, for one. So anyways, Nelly Potato. Hot potato. Shitty fucking mouth, eh? I forget where I was going with that. I get rambling, eh? I'm a rambling man. God damn. Is that a Sam? What flavor is your jam? Is it ham? Yeah. What did I say? Yeah. Jackson Brown. So yeah. So what was going on for? Well, I'm assuming 40 some years ever since we had the pool experience, right? And that was held over my head ever since, and that's quite fucking obvious. And the ancestral knowledge was purposely kept from me. I'm assuming because of that, right? And maybe why my creative side was not supported, because maybe it was knowledgeable where that was leading, right? So pretty sad. That's a pretty sad individual, right? So I don't know if who's getting triggered by that, but that's you gotta correct that, right? And you gotta do some inner healing, because that's your child, your smaller you that is you, but it's just your suit's gotten bigger, but your brain's still there, right? So you need to correct that, because you're hurting, man. You're hurting, or woman, right? So yeah, that was that new age comment, right? The one comment was just like something like, you're not whatever. You're supposed to be here saving people. Okay, kids, again, we are here to save ourselves. That is not selfish, because if you cannot save yourself, how in the fuck are you gonna save anybody else? We're not here to save anybody but thyself. Jesus Christ even said so. Supposedly. So yeah, I've never said I'm anything, but if I was on that path, I'm looking at the history that is taught to us, and being a total nice guy and taking everybody's bullshit didn't fare out too well, did it? When source is everything, and that's us, right? We're the fucking oak, so you get what you bring, right? But it ain't me, right? It's my fireflies. I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. I just don't accept it, right? If it's coming at me from a unconditional place of love, sure, right? Love it or leave it, it's your decision, right? But it ain't me repeating the grade. I'm gonna take resonates and disregard the rest. I'll attach an awesome photo, an awesome doodle I've been doing. Unfortunately, I cannot take it with me because of what I've done it on, but I call it Mercury retrograde, and it is the feelings you go through. Hopefully I'll remember to attach it. We're at 15 minutes, baby, so I got like 26 seconds I can put on it for the ending. Yeah, okay, baby. Let's do it.